We are at the height of summer, and many of you probably think planting season is over, but that is not the case.
Now is actually the perfect time to plant some crops for the late fall harvest. And the organization Keep Growing Detroit is helping Detroiters get started.
Michelle Oliver takes us to their farm in the Eastern Market District to show us how.
Nestled near the tall buildings of Detroit, in the heart of Eastern Market, is a farm full of fresh herbs and vegetables. This is the home of Keep Growing Detroit.
We're an organization that are trying to promote Detroit into becoming a food sovereign city. And that would look like the majority of fruits and vegetables that are consumed by Detroiters are grown by Detroiters here in the city.
And they do that in a variety of ways, one of which is this farm.
Here we grow things to sell through our market, as well as kind of make it like an opportunity for people to come and learn. We host volunteer hours and a lot of different educational classes.
They also have a garden resource program to help Detroiters start their own gardens.
We assist family and community gardeners. We provide them with transplants and seeds, as well as educational material and concrete resources such as compost or wood chips. We have a large tool bank where they're allowed to borrow tools from us.
And 3 times a year, they do a large distribution.
We have a large amount of plants and seeds that we give out. Each distribution is tailored to the climate at the time. So the coming distribution for fall, it'll be for the plants that will be transitioning into winter. So it's all cold hardy plants.
Yes, now is actually a great time to start a garden of fall harvest crops.
Things like collards, kale, radishes, arugula. Some people might think, oh no, it's too late to grow food, but you know, there's still time, and the farmers really like to grow their food during the fall time because it's a lot easier on the plants and a lot easier on the farmers as well.
These fennel seedlings will be a part of their fall distribution.
Fennel is kind of used in cooking, at least for a couple different forms. The seeds are frequently found on like everything bagels.
Right.
The bulbs being used to cook a lot of different things. Some Italian dishes, you can make salads with it.
Right.
And then the greens are also used. So what are these mainly used for?
This type of fennel is mainly grown for its bulb.
And your own backyard is all you need to get started.
The first thing to know about gardening is that it's going to be a lot of trial and error. A lot of mistakes are going to happen. And so the more time that you give yourself and the more understanding that you know that you're going to make mistakes along the way, the easier it's going to be.
Besides planting fall crops, now is a time for maintenance, like pruning your tomatoes.
To get your tomatoes to focus on growing up big, we also prune off any early tomatoes because the plant is putting more energy into growing the fruit. Whereas right now, we want that tomato to focus on growing the entire plant first.
I had no idea. I always, when I see the early ones, I'm like, oh yay, it's starting, it's gonna grow. And then I never get a big yield.
So, whether you want to grow your own food or purchase theirs at Eastern Market, Keep Growing Detroit is there to help you eat local.
But if it's something that you want to do and you make the time for it, it is very rewarding.
The Keep Growing Detroit Garden Resource Program costs $15 to join for families and $30 for larger community gardens. But if you sign up by July 15th, you can get your fall distribution on July 18th. Now,
this program is only for Detroit residents, but other community members can still take their educational programming, volunteer, shop their food at Grown in Detroit at Eastern Market. You know